Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Christmas Day episode of the Retro Stellar. Now, for some reason, you guys seem to like the videos that I do on those game sticks. In fact, they're my most popular ones. In fact, the one 4K game stick one I did, I think was the first one I did, is over 300,000 views for some reason. So I figured, as a Christmas gift to you, we will be looking at another game stick, this being the 8-Bit King game stick. Now, I don't know much about it as far as where to get it. I got it on AliExpress for $11.93, but it doesn't seem to be available anywhere on AliExpress anymore. I did a search and they're all removed, which kind of makes me wonder if Nintendo took some legal action against them or something, because they were popular at one time. There are similar ones on there, not exactly the same thing, that go for around 20 bucks. I searched high and low to find other places to see if it's still for sale. And the only place I could find was on eBay, which I think it was going for like $19.99 on there. As far as specs go on it, there really isn't much out there on it. It doesn't say much about it other than the fact that it has two NES-style controllers that are running at 2.4 gigahertz. It supposedly has around 30,000 games on it, more or less. Doesn't run that many systems, which is probably a good thing, because it's 8-bit. It shouldn't be running 16-bit systems on it. But as far as I know, what it does run on is NES, Famicom, PC Engine, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color. And I got this sometime early last year, I think. I haven't even opened it, so you and I will share the pleasure together of unboxing it, plugging it in, playing a couple games, and seeing if you want to add this to your game stick collection. Well, here is the 8-Bit King game stick. We'll just take a quick look around the box. There's really not much to it. Just says some of the features. Support instant save and load. Supports NTSC and PAL. What else? Languages, blah. High definition picture quality. Well, we'll see about that. Supports download more games by yourself, meaning you can add ROMs to it via the SD card. And it says built-in 3,000 games, but according to AliExpress, it is 30,000. Again, we'll see. As it says, it has the game stick, two controllers, and a USB cable. That's pretty much it. How about we open her up and take a look inside. Here is the game stick itself, your typical HDMI dongle that you plug into the back of your TV. Nothing special. Here's your SD card. And what else we have? Let's take a peek at the controller. Like I said, it's similar to a NES controller, different color scheme, as you can see. Let's see what it runs on. It looks like it runs on 2 AAA batteries, which we'll have to chuck in there. And has your on and off switch. It doesn't feel too bad. It's not, considering the batteries aren't in it. It has a little bit of heft to it for its size. The plastic's not bad. It's actually better quality than I thought it would be. And the buttons actually feel pretty darn good on it. D-pad doesn't feel bad at all. No complaints there. Select and start, they're a little bit rubbery, but other than that, it's really not a bad controller. Hopefully it will perform well. And you do get 2 of them. Different color, obviously. Similar. And what else we have? We have the USB Micro. That's kicking it old school there, but I didn't really expect a USB-C on it. And finally, we have the manual for it. Very basic, no frills, blah, blah. So that would be our close look at it. And now we'll just plug this into the TV, play a few games, and that should do it. All right, we have plugged the dongle into the back of the TV through some batteries in the controller. Now let's take a look at this puppy. The menu, it's basic. It's kind of blurry-ish on the big screen here, but not too bad. So what do we have here? We have a search function, language, Famicom, PC Engine, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, ROMs where you could add your own, favorites, and history. How about we go into Famicom and see what's going on here, if I can figure out the buttons. A button does nothing. B button does nothing. None of those do. Start button brings us into the menu, where it says it has, over there in the right-hand corner, 783 NES games. Have a lot of your typical ones in here. Mega Man, not too bad. Donkey Kong. There's a lot of games. I'm obviously not going to go through the whole thing. We got a homebrew Angry Birds one in here, and nice little pictures of the games on the side, at least the covers anyways. But without having to go all the way through it, let's just play a couple. So this is Steinitz. I had this game for the NES. I used to love this. One of the actual first games that I ever played on it. I haven't played it in probably a good 30 years or so. You know, it doesn't look too bad, if I'm being honest. A little bit of screen tearing that I'm not sure you can see on camera. Again, not bad, considering that the game is stretched out into 16:9 aspect ratio. It's not bad at all. And you can go full screen or scaling up. Those are your only options. Let's see what that actually looks like. All right, so in game you can actually change the aspect ratio. That is awesome. Kudos to this game. So again, you can go in and here and return to the main menu here. Load your games and save your games, and over there on the bottom is where you can see past games. I think we've had enough of the Steinix. Oh, that's awesome. So if you hit the B button, that's your little action headbutt thing there. A button is jump, and the top two buttons, the TA and TB as they put it, are your turbo buttons. That is awesome. Look at that. Man, I really like how they have this set up. Alright, it does have the some of the Mario games. We won't play those, however, so I can avoid a potential copyright strike from Nintendo. All right, there's a little bit of screen tearing here. Not horrible. And it's very slight lag with the controller, which makes this game somewhat difficult because you have to have a lot of precise movements in it. Yeah, it's real slight lag. It's like a pause almost. All right, we have now moved on to the PC Engine and try a couple games. Right, again, a little bit of lag. Not as bad as Silkworm. But again, this game is a difficult game that you sort of need to be a little on the precise side. There's a lot going on in this game. Not much in the way of screen tearing in this. This is running pretty good. So there's a very slight lag if you listen to me pressing the button here. It's like a half-second delay. It's not horrible, but you gotta concentrate more on your timing with it. The game looks great on the screen though. Yep, see that lag? The thing I noticed with this game in particular, I mean, you're only moving left and right, but every now and then it just stops and leaves you kind of like a sitting duck. Right there, see that? It just stopped. This hasn't been an issue. Right there, see? I'm stuck. It's not moving. That's a little disappointing. It's not a controller issue. I think it's just with this game. Seems like if you just tap it rather than just press and hold it, you can move. We really have a good selection of Game Boy games in here, as you can see, 1,142. would also be nice to be able to turn off this damn music. Again, they have here Mario games that we will skip playing here just in case. Did I mention I hate this music? I hate this music. Alright, how about we play some Game Boy Color games, which is the last system that it has on here. And that should do it. Have I mentioned I hate this song? I hate this song. What is that? Kanchu Hakasi? Isn't Kanchu the game in Japan where kids stick their fingers up each other's butts? I think that's how you say it. All right, I guess we can wrap up this video and call it a day. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but I really hate this effing song. Well, that was our look at the 8-Bit King Game Stick. I don't think you could really go wrong with this. I've said it before about these game sticks. What I like about them, even the bad ones, is the portability of it. I mean, as I said before, they're small, they don't take up space, the controllers aren't that big. You could take it on vacation, on the go, plug it into any TV that has HDMI, and you're ready to rock some old school games. What I like about this particular one is that they stayed in their wheelhouse. They stayed in the 8-bit range. The systems that are on it function fairly well. The fact that it has PC Engine on it, as I said in the past, that's my favorite system. So that's a huge plus for me. It's also why I got it. And, you know, for what I paid for it, $11.93, it was a steal. And for sure, it was worth it. Even if you could get the similar one that's still on the market for 20 bucks, that's probably even worth it. I can't really say too many bad things about it, other than the fact that, you know, it had a little bit of lag, a little bit of screen tearing. But again, for this price, I'm not complaining about it. So that's all we can really say about it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll catch you in the next video.